Let's see your teeth.
Videotapes like these melt the heart of prospective parents every day in this country, poor orphans from third world countries, the picture of wide-eyed hope.
Hi, sweetie.
Children like these three sisters from Ethiopia, ages you are told 7, 4, and 6. Their mother dead, father dying of AIDS, a life of prostitution all but assured if not adopted, saved by a loving American family. It was just such a pitch that spoke to Katie and Calvin Bradshaw.
You have a test tomorrow or what?
They adopted all three girls through a U.S. agency, Christian World Adoption, only to discover,
aside from the gender of the children, everything else proved to be a complete lie.
In truth, the three sisters, Journey, Mary, and Mia, were actually much older, 13, 6, and 11. And while their mother was dead, their father was healthy and very much alive, living by local standards a middle-class life, an extended family able to take care of the girls.
That's my grandpa.
As middle sister Mia showed us firsthand.
My dad.
These are not children sitting in orphanages.
In the last year, adoptions from Ethiopia to the U.S. have skyrocketed, growing faster than any other country in the world, rising from 731 in 2006 to more than 2,200 last year, nearly 6 children per day. Now a CBS News investigation has discovered that growth has turned Ethiopia into fertile ground for potential child trafficking, a country in which some American agencies and their staff engage in highly questionable conduct. Adoptive families allege that many children brought to the U.S. are not even orphans. Prospective parents are misled about a child's health and background. And local families are recruited, sometimes even paid, to give up their kids.
So I have to ask you, though.
Which the Bradshaw sisters say is exactly what happened to them.
Your dad was paid.
Yep.
By Christian World Adoption.
Yeah.
For you to be adopted.
Yep.
You were sold.
Yeah.
Christian World Adoption is one of 70 agencies licensed to operate in Ethiopia. Beyond the alleged payment to their father, the Bradshaw sisters say they were told by local employees of Christian World they were coming to America for an education, that they could return home when school was out. Not true. In fact, it's virtually impossible to reverse an adoption in Ethiopia.
I thought we were like exchange student, like you go back to your country and see your family. Honestly, I never know that I'm going to be here forever.
We have watched our kids grieve and cry and scream and melt down from the bottom of their souls over the loss of their country and their family.
This 2007 video shows Christian World representatives entering an Ethiopian village and appearing to recruit children from poor villagers, an unethical practice against Ethiopian law.
If you want your child to be adopted by a family in America, you may stay.
Michelle Gardner spoke those words on a tape produced by Christian World for American parents seeking to adopt in Ethiopia, and now says she deeply regrets it.
I was aware of a number of times when things were problematic, and several families where children came over and the children didn't understand that adoption was permanent.
Christian World was founded back in 1991 by Bob and Tommy Lee Harding. In 2008, records show the nonprofit agency took in nearly $6 million, charging a fee of about $15,000 per child. Citing ongoing litigation, the Hardings declined to speak with CBS News here at their offices in Charleston, South Carolina. One such case filed last month includes charges of wrongful adoption, fraud, and intentional misrepresentation.
How do you respond to charges that CWA knowingly deceived or misled adopted parents through the adoptive process in Ethiopia?
Those allegations are completely unfounded.
Curtis Bostic is the attorney for CWA. He told us he was prohibited by law from discussing specific adoption cases.
Bostic, I'm talking to parents who are really upset, who are devastated with their dealings with CWA.
Sure. Sometimes people are upset when they just simply misunderstand things. And I believe that's exactly what you're hearing. There have been thousands and thousands of adoptions conducted by CWA all over the world. Is there going to be a handful of folks who misunderstand or who aren't happy with their adoption? There's going to be. And we regret that.
The Bradshaw family, meanwhile, lives with its own set of regrets. Parents who trusted and believed they were doing the right thing. And 3 young girls learning to adopt a life far from the country they still call home. Armin Katayan, CBS News, Norfolk, Virginia.